Come on, Dave. How can you be concerned about this directing choice by one movie misfire? Because that movie came out last fucking weekend. What's happening, film nerds? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, I wanted to give my thoughts more about this right here. Of course, the New Gods movie and Ava DuVernay. If I'm saying her name right, you know I am with names. I wanted to talk a little bit more about it. I did a short video, and then of course I expressed some concerns on Twitter, which were met with a little bit of pushback, you know, but not much, but a little bit of pushback, and it was just like, you know, I mean, it wasn't much, but there was a lot where it was like I said, there was that whole thing of like, how can you judge by one movie? And I'm just going, well, yeah, it's still fresh in my brain. Saw it 8 days ago. I mean, yeah, and it just wasn't good. It was not good. There was no imagination. There wasn't a clear vision. Plot was messy. Story was messy. The performances were pretty bad. There's a lot of bad things that happened in that movie. So yes, naturally, I'm concerned about that. But that's strictly it right there. You know, I'm not really liking the fact that a lot of people are lumping the dickheads out there who hate this idea because of certain reasons. And they're lumping everybody together as ignorant, or they're saying that they're racist and sexist. That's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. I am strictly looking at this as, hey, I saw her last movie a week ago, and it was not good, and it was her first big blockbuster, and I was like, yeah, I'm not too excited about this. I'm looking at it strictly as her work, her showing her work. This has nothing to do with her being a woman and her being a black woman. It has nothing to do with that. She doesn't get a pass, okay? She does not get a pass. And, you know, I hate to say it, but in certain aspects, she is getting a pass. Just look at that consensus on Rotten Tomatoes. They go a little easy on her. For shit's sake, there was a post, there was an article on The Hollywood Reporter that literally said in the headline, yes, A Wrinkle in Time is a bad movie, but does it have to be good? Yes! I couldn't believe it when I read that. I was thrown back. I was like, hey, you got to be kidding me with this. It was interesting to read that. And I'm like, no, she gets critiqued like every other director, okay? It's a level playing field, at least for me. You know, show me what you got. I don't care where you came from, what you look like, or, you know, what pieces you have in your pants. I don't give a shit. I want to see what you got, and if I don't like it, I'm going to say so. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not going to be like, oh, God, this sucks. I hate it. Fuck this shit. I'm not one of those people. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to be like, all right, you know what? That's the choice. I'm going to see what she's got, you know. Prove me wrong of my concerns. You know, I'm not going, oh, I can't hate it, because yes, she has made a documentary that I heard was great. I haven't seen it yet. I'll probably end up checking it out sometime. Selma was great. Yes, critically acclaimed. It won awards. Hey, she is a talented filmmaker, but her first outing with a blockbuster that has to do with like the cosmos and stuff like that. Somebody actually gave me the argument of Brad Bird, you know, how he made Tomorrowland, you know. He's like, you don't judge Brad Bird because, I mean, look at him. He made The Incredibles and he made Ghost Protocol. Yeah! He made two big, successful, critically acclaimed blockbusters already, okay? Yes, Tomorrowland didn't work out. I actually enjoy that movie. Third act does really just go, I'll give it that. Everything up to the third act, it just falls flat when it gets to that third act. It's so weird because everything leading up to that was actually pretty great, Tomorrowland, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, somebody threw that at me. I'm like, she's done a documentary, as far as I know, documentary, Selma, great, and then, you know, first big blockbuster, over $100 million, and it just didn't work, okay? That's not a good argument. It's just, but to the people that absolutely hate it, you know, let's be optimistic, okay? I'm not going to subscribe to that side either, and if they're gonna use it for various reasons, oh yeah, a woman can handle it, well, let them think that, whatever. It's none of your concern. But I just don't like it when I get lumped, or other people that I saw that were concerned get lumped into that category as well. That's just bullshit. And it just sucks because I saw everybody celebrating, and I was looking, and I started asking people that were, you know, kind of, you know, pushing back a little bit, and other people that were saying that she was perfect and everything. I asked them, I'm all, so you liked The Wrinkle in Time, or did you see it? They didn't. I mean, it's just like, okay, hold on. You can't just do that, okay? You can't just say somebody's perfect, or you can't just say, oh no, you can't judge somebody by a misfire. It's like, no, you have to watch the movie first before we have a debate, okay? I've seen her 2 featured films, okay? You only saw one, and it just doesn't work out that way, okay? I mean, I get it. I get the whole, it's progressive, it's good, it's great. We're going to get a woman that's going to direct a big blockbuster. Yes, I totally understand that, but that, again, she does not get a free pass. Equal playing field, okay? I mean, even if it was Luc Besson, that got chosen to direct this movie, I'd be concerned too, because I fucking hated Valerian. I thought that was a shit sandwich. Visually stunning, yes, I'll give it that, but it was just a horrible movie. I just could not stand that movie, and I'd be concerned if they cast him, yes, and fucking Whitey, old Whitey. And it sucks too, because I should be way more excited for this movie. I should be. This is going to be something interesting, something unique. Okay, it's out in the cosmos for the DC universe. Yes, it's going to be something, we're going to see Darkseid on the big screen. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. And I should be way more excited about this, but the reason why I'm not is because a New Gods movie was imminent, okay? A certain someone was setting it up in a certain movie that came out that got rearranged, but although a little history lesson kind of showed already a little hint of it, and it was wiped clean. And I love the optimism from a lot of DC and Snyder fans. They were saying like, well, maybe Ava will just, use Snyder's, his concept art for Darkseid and decide. Maybe he'll do that. God, I want to live in your world. Ugh, if I can only just... The stuff I've heard. Anyways, and it's great that everybody's optimistic about that, but they're not going to use any of Snyder's stuff, okay? This is what concerns me as well, because when we were going to get introduced to that level, to Darkseid and to the New Gods, era, when we saw that history lesson, I mean, Snyder was perfect for it, and a lot of people wanted him to be like, yeah, do Justice League 1, Justice League 2, then New Gods. Can you imagine Snyder doing that? I'm like, yes, he'd be perfect for it. I also think Peter Jackson, Ridley Scott, even a Kenneth Branagh, I don't know. So it pisses me off that we were already getting introduced to this vision and it got wiped clean and we're not going to get that vision. Now we have somebody who's coming off of Disney. That's right, Disney. Remember when all the DC fans were kind of, shitting on the choices for the Flash directors, because they wrote Spider-Man Homecoming. They just wrote it. So they were pissed off about that. We all were. I was even going, I don't know about this, because, I was thinking Flashpoint, I don't know about these guys. And of course, they made a shit sandwich called Vacation. Everybody threw that movie out there too, that one big stinker that they did. But for some reason, they changed their minds when it comes to this situation. I just wish we'd be more consistent. So there you go, guys. That's just what I wanted to talk about. It's, it was just interesting seeing everybody's reactions and, debating with people and stuff like that. Like I said, I'll be optimistic. Okay, let's see what she's got. But what's the under on her walking away? And before you come at me, shut up, okay? Because this happens a lot with big movies. Directors walk away. Especially with Warner Brothers and DC films. This has happened a little bit. Quite a bit, actually. So, before you start going, oh, whoa, I should get out because it's a woman? No, I'm just saying because it's a big fucking project. And Warner Brothers, they haven't had a good track record. So there you have it, guys. That is what I wanted to talk about. So let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about all this? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my content. And, of course, visit the closet for shirts and stickers, guys. All right, I'll talk to you later.